What is up, guys? It is currently 4 o'clock in the morning. We've just got back from doing some of our fasted cardio, which does not have to be fasted, but we did half an hour in the morning just because I woke up at about 3 o'clock, so figured may as well get out, get it done, knock it over for the day. So that's exactly what we've done. So now we've also checked our weight and we're weighing in at 84.4 kilos. I'm not too sure what that converts to in pounds. I'll just check that for you guys right now, actually. 84.4 kilos converts into 186 pounds. So that is our current weight at 7 weeks out from our show. We still have a fair bit we could probably drop around the lower back and the lower stomach areas, because that's where I seem to hold a lot of my own fat. But yeah, anyway, let's get into a little bit of posing, see where we're at in terms of that, since I don't believe I've done it in the past 2 videos. So you guys will be interested to see just how the physique has changed. So let's get straight into some of that.
Let me stay with you. In us, can you? Just one night. I'm not by your life. But tell me, 'cause we still have time. I can't say what can I do, but do you feel the same, don't you? I think of you every moment. I think of you every moment. I can't say what can I do, but do you feel the same, don't you? I think of you every moment. There's nobody else. There's nobody else. There's nobody else. Let me stay with you. In us, can you? Just one night. I'm not by your life. But tell me, 'cause we still have time. I can't say what can I do, but do you feel the same, don't you? I think of you every moment. I think of you every moment. I can't say what can I do, but do you feel the same?
As you guys could see from that, probably still a little bit of work to be doing on the posing, which is why we're still going to be going ahead doing all of our classes as well. So we've got another one on later on today, later on this morning actually, and then I'm going to start doing some one-on-one sessions with the posing coach as well, which will be really beneficial coming into the show, because obviously I just want to make sure I can nail absolutely every pose, even though it's first timers, and there's always going to be like a few hiccups here and there. Being the first time, it's never going to be perfect, but I mean, if I can put in the work, put in the practice, and get it knowing that I've gone into the show at my absolute best ability and done everything that I possibly can, then that's exactly what I want to be doing. So yeah, that's that. That's the posing. Hopefully you guys have seen a little bit of a difference since last time. I know that I definitely have dropped a fair bit of weight on the scale, as well as jawline definitely coming through a lot more, and I'm also seeing a lot more fibers through all of my muscles and whatnot. So yeah, very exciting times ahead. Energy is starting to get fairly depleted as well. Sleep is also a bit of an issue, because I think ghrelin, which is the hunger hormone, is starting to kick in throughout the night and just waking me up. Which is a little bit weird because I'm not overly starving anymore coming into meals, which a little bit of a concern. But I mean, breakfast I'm always hungry for, but then sort of after lunchtime, coming into sort of the afternoon tea, the dinner and dessert, I'd say I'm not extremely hungry. Like, I'm happy to be eating, but I'm not sitting there being like, I need my food now sort of situation. So not too sure what's going on there. Blood work didn't look too bad either, so keeping on top of all of that. So we're gonna go make our breakfast now, since it is getting towards that time. Yeah, so egg sandwich time it is.
All right, guys. So I know that I said next up we'll get in the egg sandwich. However, I ended up having to shoot off quickly because I was running late for a few things like posing practice and all that sort of stuff. So we went and did all that, and then I got a little bit sidetracked with the recording throughout this week, just because I had so much going on with my full-time job at work and stuff. So just under the pump, doing some longer hours, and then in the afternoons, we just were flat out with trainings, bookings and stuff like that. So nonetheless, it has been a absolute hell of a week. So a few updates coming at you guys is we have some great news, and we also have some updates throughout how we're feeling throughout the week regarding the prep and everything with the food intake and stuff like that. So let's begin with the posing, since that happened on Sunday. So with the posing, everything was looking very, very good. Nothing to really critique on, really. So everything, my coach was saying that everything was looking fairly good. Still, obviously, there's a lot to be developing, working on, but we're trying a few different poses as well, just to see what sort of classic looks we can go for and what really suits how my body type and physique is coming along. So that was really fun being able to just sit there and just play around with a few new poses that I hadn't hit before. And I was able to nail a few of the mandatory poses as well while we're doing all the quarter turns and stuff like that. So that was definitely great news to hear. So we've just been practicing, trying to really just nail down on these poses. So when it comes show day, we don't have any faults. And then we've also started to work on a routine. Well, I've started to work on a routine, picked my song, started to just get it together. I've got about 30 seconds of it, but there's a lot of the transitions between the posings that I really just need to develop and work on. So hopefully we'll be doing some one-on-ones with the coach coming up, and we'll really sort of just drive into those and just perfect this routine, because I feel like the routine is one of the most critical things when it comes to the stage. So next on the list was with food and eating and all that sort of jazz. So as you start to diet down, you sort of start to you wake up a lot more throughout the night because your ghrelin, the hunger hormone, starts to kick in. So I was finding myself getting extremely hungry throughout the night, which was affecting my sleep quite dramatically. So that did suck. I think there was one point there where 3 nights in a row, I probably had a total of around 4 hours sleep. Like, I was just waking up every half an hour, staying awake for a good 2 hours. And then I just get this shot of energy at about 1:30 to 2 in the morning. So I started to use that time to just go for walks in the morning, seeing as I just couldn't really do anything else. And then I'd go to work, straight from work, go to the gym or any of the appointments that I may have had. So I was completely exhausted, which did bring on like a fair bit of stress as well. And obviously with stress, lack of sleep and stuff, I obviously wasn't drinking enough water. Otherwise, I'm not sure what happened, but I started to get some stomach issues and digestion issues. So that absolutely sucked. Like, it was just bloating. And like, I hadn't even cheated on the diet or anything, because I don't want to cheat on the diet. So I have not cheated on the diet at all, but I was just seeing the scale increasing, water weight increasing. Like, I wasn't passing food through properly. So that just absolutely sucked. But now it seems to be getting back on track. I've just been smashing water as much as I possibly can to just try and get everything working again. Because I feel like maybe I was dehydrated, sort of trying to get the scales to come down too much. But I wasn't feeling dehydrated. Like, I was drinking when I was thirsty. Whereas now I'm sort of just trying to keep the water intake up as much as possible. Seeing as we're still 6 weeks out. 7 weeks out, coming into 6 weeks. So yeah. But on the great side of news, this is where things for the week took a turning point and have gone up dramatically. So we've now reached 10,000 followers on Instagram, which is absolutely unreal. And I can't thank everybody enough for being part of the community, supporting me, watching my journey as we go through everything, because without all of you guys, then it just would not be possible. So thank you all so much, especially if you came from my Instagram. If you haven't gone to my Instagram yet, be sure to go check it out. It is @JonoMeek, same as my YouTube. So yeah, I'll see you all there. That would be absolutely fantastic, because I've been working really hard. Like, that's been probably 5 years in the making to get there. And on top of that, I managed to also partner up with one of the main brands that I do love to use, which is Genetics Nutrition. I've been using their products since I think I started at the gym, because my local supplement store just stocked them all the time. And I just love their protein. So I've been using their proteins, their pre-workouts. I've also been using their sort of weight management supplement, because I use that in the mornings instead of having a coffee. So it was just great for them to be reaching out to me and actually teaming up alongside me. So that's helped me out so damn much, and I'm forever thankful for them for this opportunity that they've presented with me. So I'm going to be sure to make the most of it, make them happy, and see where it takes us, because this journey is honestly just, it's all starting to take off, and I'm just beyond stoked and almost speechless, really, because when I started, I didn't think that me personally, I didn't think that I would be able to get to this sort of position that I'm in now. So it is just absolutely surreal. And yeah, for everything to be just slowly taking place this year. So all I can say is, it seems 2022 is gonna definitely be my year. So we're gonna keep our energy high. We're gonna smash this show, absolutely obliterate it. Hopefully we win. Well, we'll keep the mindset that we will win. We will win this show. We're gonna do everything that we possibly can, stick to our diet as we do, practice on the posing, train hard, but give ourselves enough rest. So yeah, hopefully everything turns out for the best, but that'll be me for the end of week 7. So hopefully you guys didn't mind that this was just a little bit of a recap of the week, as opposed to like a whole heap of stuff. But I'm sure I'll see you all next week when we are 6 weeks out, and we will have a lot in store, because that is when it's crunch time. So anyway, guys, hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, hit the like button and comment any feedback you had down below. I always love to communicate with you guys. And if you're new around here, hit the big red subscribe button for more weekly content. And I will see you all next time.